It's Madden NFL 23.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Throwing on first down. Kraus finds his tight end Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw on second down. Kraus. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On first down, right back to Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Got him, man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to the ground with Hall. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Kraus. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 into 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught by Cohen. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 18 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Krause, and Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, Krause. He targets Ingram for another grab. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Krause. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Had the offense humming on the 1st drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Looking to throw. Krause. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 3rd down, Krause. And he's caught on the sideline, but first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he completes it to Cohen. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 catches, 121 yards, and a touchdown. And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Patriots hit 4-7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
61 yards.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Kraus. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the act?
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to give it one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Kraus. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line. Disastrous outcome there by 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
They just gave up the sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Sam Sloman is on. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Patriots ready to get the football back. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. Tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Garabay's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kraus.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, Kraus. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Kraus. Open man right side is Ingram.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on second down. Kraus. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Sam Schloman for the PAT.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Jets will take over.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The playoff picture starting to come into focus. We'll keep you updated on that one as we go along, and the other scores from around the league. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Krause. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Krause. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the counter, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Looking to throw on second down. Krause over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On third down, here's Hall. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Throwing on first down. Krause. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Krause. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And the Jets are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Krause. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Back to throw here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sauce Gardner with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Krause. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Krause. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll give to Hall. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Krause. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Holding, offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Looking to throw. Krause. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Krause steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Cohen.
Second and 6. Right side, Thornton with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun, Krause throwing quickly to Wilson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off the bootleg, Krause. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Krause And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New England's offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. New England on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught by Wilson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
A handoff for Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Down to the 25. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Kraus. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they run the option on second down. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's Rick Wise there on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Here's a give to Hall. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did